know for sure how these people will think of you if they see you online. So you are projecting your own thoughts, your own beliefs, your own fears. So fear being seen in reality is that you are not concerned on what might others think of you. You are concerned on how you will think about yourself if you start that. Fear being seen is that fear that we have, that we cannot post online, we cannot, for example, do public speaking, we cannot go after our dreams because we are really concerned on what might people say to us if we do that. So today let's talk all about a step-by-step process that you can follow in order to remove the fear of being seen, okay? So let's go. First step is to acknowledge that you have the fear of being seen. If you haven't started yet, if you are not going after your dreams, most likely it's because you have the fear of being seen. It's not because you are not disciplined enough. It's not because you cannot, do the same thing over and over again. It's because probably you have the fear of being seen. And that means that you're concerned on what might people will tell you if you do that, if you fail, if you look cringe online. So the first step is to acknowledge it. Yes, you have the fear of being seen, okay? That's normal. A lot of people have the fear of being seen. And I want you to have a look at how is it impacting you. Because you have the fear of being seen, you are not posting online. Because you have the fear of being seen, you are not going after your dreams. Because you have the fear of being seen, you are not starting your dream business. So have a look, acknowledge it, and have a look at how is it impacting you. If you want to change something, nothing will change if you're angry with yourself, okay? I think it's really important to be compassionate. If you have the fear of being seen, it's because your brain is trying to protect you from something. So it's there for a reason. So you need to acknowledge that from a face of compassion, from a face that I'm compassionate towards me, because that's the key to change something, being compassionate with yourself. If you want to change something, again, I think it's better to be from a perspective of compassion. The brain is trying to protect you from something. I know that that's not real. I'm projecting my fears, my limitations, and I'm saying you are projecting because you don't know for sure how these people think of you. You don't know for sure how these people will think of you if they see you online. So you are projecting your own thoughts, your own beliefs, your own fears. So fear being seen in reality is that you are not concerned on what might others think of you. You are concerned on how you will think about yourself if you start that, if you start your dream business, if you post online and you don't like the result. And one of the things that you need to remind yourself is that is it okay to not be perfect? Is it okay to fail? Is it okay to try? That's your reminder here. Because generally people who have the fear of being seen, you are so perfectionist. You are someone who tend to say yes. You are someone who wants people to be okay, to be happy. Not you, others. If everyone that's surrounding you is okay, it's happy, it's fulfilled, you are happy. Okay? Generally, you tend to put their needs below yours. So that's something that needs to serve you as a reminder. Is it okay to fail? Is it okay to try? Is it okay to not be perfect, all the time? Is it okay? But you need to give you permission. No one can do it for you. You are the one who needs to give you permission to do that, to start that, to try it, and to fail. You're the one to say, hey, I'm giving myself permission to not having everything figured out. But you need to give yourself permission. No one will give it to you. And again, the fear of being seen is a projection of your own fears, limitations, and beliefs. It has nothing to do with those people. You are the one who is projecting what you think they will think of you if you do that. But keep in mind that and realize that you are the one projecting. You need to learn how to control your brain. When you have the fear of being seen, it's because there's a number of thoughts that helps you believe that, right? You have number of negative thoughts that supports that vision, the vision that you have the fear of being seen, the vision that you are scared on what these people might tell you, right? So you need to start to train your brain. And the best thing and the best tip that I can give you for that is to control your negative thoughts. You know, I always say the same, but we cannot stop the first negative thought that we have. But the second thought that we have, it's our responsibility. Say with me. The second thought that we have, it's our responsibility. Everyone has negative thoughts. The difference between people, you and I, is that the second thought is mine. The first thought, we have the same thought. The first thought is that you have me and you have negative belief. But the second thought, I promise you, it's not a negative belief. It's not a negative thought, sorry. Okay, and how can we do that? The first thing is to say, do I buy this or not? When you start asking yourself, do I buy this or not? You will start to break down those negative patterns, those cycles of negative thoughts that we have. You know, the problem with negative thoughts is that we need to learn how to stop them. And no one has, explained that to us, right? So the key to break a negative pattern is to ask yourself, just 2 seconds, 1 second, do I buy this or not? Do I believe that or not? You need to pause and ask yourself, do I buy this or not? You need to see every belief with a price tag, because every belief has a price. What price? The price of feeling worse, or the price of feeling better, right? Or the price of feeling neutral sometimes, right? But majority of the negative beliefs that we have, the price is feeling worse. The price is, it's not adding you something positive. It's not adding motivation to change something. It's adding you to stay the same. So that's the price. I'm feeling worse. If I keep thinking I'm going to fail, I'm the worst, the price that I'm paying is that I feel worse. So thanks to that, I'm not taking action. So what you need to do is to acknowledge that, pause. The first thought that we have, the negative thought, again, you cannot control that, but the second thought is your responsibility. Pause and ask yourself, do I buy this or not? Do I buy this or not? Because that's your responsibility. You need to start to learn how to stop those negative cycles. And the first step is to pause, think, and decide for yourself. Stop believing everything that you think. Stop believing everything that you think. Our thoughts are not ourselves. Your thoughts are not you. Repeat with me. My thoughts are not me. I can control my thoughts. And the first step to control your thoughts, and specifically thoughts in relation to the fear of being seen, is to acknowledge them, pause, and ask yourself, do I buy this or not? Try this trick and let me know in the comments if that works for you. You know, one of the keys to remove the fear of being seen is to create a new self-concept. You know, the phrases that start with I am the creator of my life, I am powerful, I am whatever. The phrases that start with I am are so powerful because generally they are ingrained with our self-concept, right? So self-concept, you don't know what it is. The self-concept is the descriptions, it's the thoughts, the beliefs, the descriptions that we think about ourselves or people have told us that we are in a certain way. So for example, if we have a belief, right, let's say I am shy, I'm an introvert. The problem with that is if I want to say I want to do public speaking, I'm so far away, because when I think about someone who is a public, who does public speaking, they are not shy, they are not introverts. So the problem with having a totally different self-concept is that it will be really difficult for me to take action, right? So one of the keys to remove the fear of being seen or to go after your dreams is to create a new self-concept. Self-concept is how you describe yourself. I am shy, I am introvert, I am successful, I am creator, I love doing whatever. But specifically, the phrases that start with I am something. You need to create a new personality, right? With I am. Okay, let's say that you want to become a public speaker. When you think about someone who is a public speaker, how would you define this person? Because again, that's the key. If you start defining yourself like, I am an active person, let's say that, and you start acting as an active person, with time, you will start describing yourself as an active person. But again, if you want to see a result outside, you need to work inside. If you want to see a result outside, you need to start inside. The key here is to create a new self-concept. Grab a piece of paper, write your dreams at the top. and write a self-concept. How is this person acting? What's the description of someone who is a public speaker? I am like that. How do I describe myself? Because the words are really powerful. If you keep saying to yourself, I am shy, I'm shy, I'm shy, you will not go after your dreams of becoming a public speaker, because that's so far away. So one of the keys is grab a piece of paper, describe how do you describe yourself now? How would you love to describe that? And for each phrase, write an action or a habit. For example, I am an active person, right? What's one habit that I need to do in order for my brain to believe that? So for me, it was walking, but you need to choose, right? So it's write your self-concept, the current one, the one that you want to have, and then certain habits and actions that you can take in order to confirm that. Small actions. One of the keys to remove the fear of being seen is getting outside of your comfort zone, right? So I'm not someone who will push you, to do something that scares you, right? But I'm someone who will push you a little bit in order for you to take action and start going after your dreams. So you need to think, okay, I want to become a public speaker. Okay, what can I do today that it's a bit uncomfortable, but I can do it? And it could be sending a message to say, hey, can I speak there for free? It could be ask someone, hey, how did you achieve that? It could be anything. But I want you to take the time to think, what's one action that I can do today that will help me get closer to that? One of the questions that I was asking myself at the beginning, and I do it, I think, right now too, is with what I have, what can I do? When I started, before that I became a freelancer, I was working, obviously, not a 9 to 5, I think it was a part-time job. And I didn't know how to become a freelancer, how to work for myself, how to, have clients, etc. So my question that I keep repeating myself was, with what I have, what can I do? With what I have, what can I do? And that's one question that I recommend to everyone who is struggling with, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to start. Ask yourself, what's one action that you can do today that can move you closer to that goal? Because everyone was starting in a different place. I had no connections, no money, nothing, obviously, right? I had almost nothing in that regard. But I keep asking myself, with what I have, what can I do? In my case, I have time. So I use that time, right? So maybe in your case, you have more money. So you can invest that money into a mentor, a coach. So you choose. But again, write that, in a piece of paper, in your journal, whatever, with what I have, what can I do today? So let me know in the comments if you have experienced the fear of being seen. Tell me your stories, and I will see you really soon.